Alrighty, so Calvin Smith over at Answers in Genesis Canada lately has been making some very silly videos using Grok where he'll feed it a very carefully controlled questions that are designed to give misleading answers on various scientific topics such as geology or abiogenesis, and birds and dinosaurs, that relationship as well. Um, so I've just kind of decided that I'm going to make a bit of a very silly short video, kind of just dunking on him a bit by using his exact same prompt. So, yeah, enjoy. All right, so the starting prompt I'm going to be using is going to be this one here. It's going to be copy and pasted in the description. It's basically just a word-for-word recreation of Calvin Smith's starting prompt with what he started off when he used Grok in one of his videos. But yeah, I'll basically just kind of overlay that instead of just repeating all of it here. So that way it's like the same result, and you basically get the feel for, okay, yeah, it's basically going under the same, rules as Calvin Smith, but I'm going to make it say something a little bit different. So this is a clean slate, treat me like a brand new first-time user, so there's no bias from any of our previous conversations that creeped in. And if you can answer all my questions today using strict logic, mathematical probability, and observational science, that would be great. I'd like you to keep your answers very short and concise if you can. Yes or no answers when you can, when it's applicable. And please don't answer according to any kind of ideological framework, anything like belief in God, or presupposing materialism, or presupposing any kind of philosophical worldview. I just want you to answer according to strict logic, mathematical probability, and observational science. So again, you can constitute things like consensus science. Avoid that because we know consensus science can sometimes get it wrong. So just give me answers that conform to strict logic, mathematical probability, and operational science, or observable science at all times. Does that sound like a fair set of parameters so we can get some unbiased conclusions here? Alrighty, Grok, so using the rules I gave you, what are the odds of the fossil record spontaneously being ordered by a global flood, assuming that all the forms we see in the fossil record lived together at one time, and that the fossil record was in fact all deposited by a global flood, but also ordered them such that there are zero angiosperms in pre-Cretaceous rock, there's no dinosaurs mixed with humans, and vice versa. There's no trilobites with the dinosaurs. And the fossil record is basically what we see today, where there is the appearance of an evolutionary succession. What are the odds of that according to strict logic, mathematical probability, and observational science?
Estimating. You're really putting me to the test with this one. All right, sticking to strict logic, mathematical probability, and observational science, let's break this down. The fossil record, as observed, shows distinct layering, no angiosperms, flowering plants, in pre-Cretaceous strata, no dinosaurs with humans, and no trilobites with dinosaurs. It's ordered, giving the appearance of evolutionary succession. You're asking for the odds of a global flood sorting all life forms, assumed to have lived simultaneously, into this precise order purely by chance. Observational science shows fossils are stratified by characteristics like size, density, and habitat. A flood would primarily sort by physical properties. Denser, heavier organisms, like trilobites, would sink faster and settle lower, while lighter, more buoyant ones, like some dinosaurs or plants, might settle higher. Hydrodynamic sorting, sedimentation rates, and ecological zoning, e.g., marine versus terrestrial organisms, would influence deposition. But the fossil record's complexity, specific taxa, consistently appearing in distinct strata with no mixing across vast time periods, requires precise sorting. Mathematically, let's model this as a permutation problem. Assume a simplified set of n distinct fossil groups, e.g., trilobites, dinosaurs, angiosperms, humans. If all lived simultaneously and a flood deposited them, the number of possible arrangements is nx, n factorial. For just 10 groups, that's 3,628,800 possible orders. The observed fossil record matches exactly one specific order, the evolutionary like sequence. The probability of randomly achieving this exact order by chance is 1 times n factorial. For 10 groups, that's 1 times 3,628,800, approximately 0.0002756%, or 2.756 times 10 to the minus n. Hundreds of distinct taxa in the real fossil record, nx, grows astronomically, making the odds vanishingly small. E.g., for 100 groups, it's 1 times 9.33262154 times 10 to the minus n. Now, could a flood's physical processes, density, buoyancy, currents, consistently sort fossils this way? Observational data from modern floods shows chaotic mixing, not precise stratification across global scales. No known flood mechanism can replicate the fossil record's consistent, complex ordering without invoking highly specific, unobservable conditions, e.g., perfectly timed ecological sorting. Logically, the probability of such precise sorting occurring naturally via a single flood is negligible, as it defies entropy and randomness expectations. Final odds, effectively zero for a global flood randomly producing the observed fossil record's order. That's about as likely as me spontaneously turning into a toaster.
Well, you heard it there, folks. The flood can't explain the fossil record, which common sense already told everybody. Thank you and have a good day.